Me and my kids, you are still here. Thank you. Network issues. Oh, you share. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just have to try my best to see if I can fix it back. So, if you're just coming in, please give me a thumbs up, okay? We are talking about lazy men. A man that will stay and he will tell you that he wants to settle down. How can you settle down when you don't have a job? How can you settle down when you don't have a job? You say they want to settle down. Is it possible? What are you trying to do? You don't have a job, you don't have a roof over your head, and you want to bring someone's daughter to your house just to do what? To frustrate the lady or to do what? I believe as a man, before you even think of settling down, the first thing that should go on your mind is for you to, if you don't have a job, is for you to go get a job. That is number one. You need to go get a job. Then after getting the job, then you get yourself a roof over your head. You get yourself a roof over your head. You don't go to someone's house, bring the daughter, keep the child in your house just for the child to suffer. It is not nice at all. It is not nice. Okay? It's not nice. And some men, they will tell you that they are planning some things, that they have some plan. What plan do you have? You're 28 years. Let's say you're 28 years now, and you say you have a plan. And when you talk to the lady, you tell the lady that you have a plan. You have a plan for what type of plan is that? What type of plan is that? A plan that you are not able to achieve when you're alone? Is it when you have settled that you were able to have that plan? Is it when you have, let's say you brought someone else's daughter into your home? Is that when the plan will stand? You need to start planning again. Okay? You really need to start planning again. Don't go and bring someone's child just to suffer someone. Before you as a man can even think of settling down, you need to get yourself a job if you don't have a job. Then you need to get yourself a house. You look for a house to get yourself a house. You don't stay in your parents' house and start talking about settling down. You don't do that. Or you get married, your plans is that let me get married and I'll bring your wife in your parents' house. It's not nice at all. It's not nice. It doesn't sound well at all. So before you even think of settling down, get yourself a job, get yourself a house. Then you can now start planning of settling down. That's just the way it is. You don't go bring someone's child in your home just to keep that child and seeing that child suffer because you are because of what you tag or call marriage. Being a lazy men are always the first to complain. If you see a lazy man, they complain a lot. There is nothing that you will do that will make them happy. Everything you do, or anytime you do anything, they must find fault. These are the things that lazy men do. A lazy man must find fault. Why is it that this is not this? Why is it that that is not that? But for them to go out and achieve those things that they're actually complaining about, they find it so difficult. They can't even do it. But when they see someone that is doing it, all they do is just to sit down, talk down on the person. If the person is not careful, you start feeling inferior, even though you are the one making the money for him. When you see all these things, the man is just lazy. He is very lazy. And some lady will say, oh, let me just stay. You love him, you love him. It will come to a time when love is no longer enough. Yes, it will come to a time when love is no longer enough. Okay? And what will stay is to know if people are compatible. As a woman, you need to set things straight. He keep telling you that he has a plan. He has a plan. There's a plan. He has something doing. He has something running. Why can't he stay and finish whatever thing he feels that he's running, or let him stay to finish whatever thing that he says that he's planning, instead of him bringing you to his home and making you to suffer as a woman. Before you realize it, all those things they're saying, oh, you love him, it will get to a time when the lady, will be the one complaining that, oh, your husband is not doing this, your husband is not doing that. It is just the truth. You settle down for, even a lazy man is also jealous of a fellow man that is working hard. This man is lazy, and when he sees a guy that is hardworking, doing well for himself, doing everything he can to work for himself, he is also jealous of that man. He's jealous because what he is supposed to do, another man is doing it, and because he cannot do it, that's why he's also jealous. So run away from lazy men and all these men that will tell you that they have a plan, there is something that they are planning, they have a plan somewhere. He started planning when he was 28 years. Now he's 36 years, he's still telling you that he has a plan. What type of plan? What type of plan? What is he planning? And you're relaxing saying, yes, he has a plan. Okay, be my kids. And you're relaxing saying, yes, he has a plan. What type of plan? What type of plan does he have that he's not able to sort on his own now that when he was 20-something years? Is it now that he's settled down with you that his plan will come to fulfillment? And some ladies will close their eyes and they will go into such relationship. And when issues start coming out, they will be the first to say, okay, since you married him, he's not able to do this for you, he's not able to do that for you. But you as a lady, why do you even go into it at all? If any man wants to settle down, the first thing you should do is to get yourself a job. If you don't get yourself a job, please, don't even think about settling down. Don't go to someone else's house, pick their daughter, bring them to your home just to make her, or just to suffer her. Don't even do that. Don't do it at all. It's not nice. Or you want to settle down, you're living in your parents' house. Why are you living in your parents' house? You're living in your parents' house. If you're living with your parents, please don't even open your mouth and say you want to settle down. Don't even think about it. Don't even say it. Don't even say it at all. Before you think of settling down, you need to get yourself a job. You need to get yourself a house. No matter how small that house is, but let it just be that it's your house. Okay, not your parents' house. Check men that are living with their parents that married and settled down in their parents' house. Check them and see what is happening. Everyday issues, everyday trouble, everyday quarrel. Is that the type of a marriage you want? Steve Zion, hi. Thank you, Steve. Please give me a thumbs up. If you're just there, give me a thumbs up. Okay, so we're talking about lazy men. Lazy men are also jealous of a man that is working hard. If you're a man, you're working hard, a lazy man will also be jealous of you. I'm not even talking about ladies now. Two men just standing, this person is working hard, this other person is not working hard. A lazy man will still be jealous of the other man that is working hard. He will be jealous of the other guy that is working hard. Please give me a thumbs up, okay? Give me a thumbs up if you're just coming in. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a thumbs up. You see a guy and he tells, oh, I love you, I love you. And some ladies will just close their eyes and go into it, and they will stay inside it because they see, in a relationship, love is not enough. Because if you go in and say love, 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 and you settle down with him, that love is not going to bring food on your table. Okay? Love is good. Love is a beautiful thing. Love is wonderful, but love is not going to bring food on the table. And you as a lady, you said, okay, let me just marry him. I will take care of it. I will start doing things. I will take care of it. I know how we ladies behave. It will get to a time when you will be so tired. You will be so weak. You will be so tired of the whole thing. Okay, because it is not your responsibility to carry that burden. You can't change what God has already planned. God made a man to be the head of the home. and you, the lady, you feel you can carry the responsibility of the head, it is not possible. You cannot carry the responsibility of the head. All you need to do is to help him to achieve his goal. All you need to do is to help him to achieve his goal. You encourage him, you push him to work hard and all those stuff. But for you to carry that responsibility, you cannot, because from the beginning, it was not meant to be so. Okay? From the beginning, it was not meant to be so. That is not the way God made it. So you see some ladies, they say, oh, they will carry. That's why you see a lady, after carrying a responsibility of a man, before you know it, she start getting tired. Everybody will hear that she's the one taking care of the home. The whole world will hear that she is the one taking care of the home, because it is not her responsibility. It was not meant to be so from the beginning. You understand what I'm talking about? A lady was okay, let me just carry it. He doesn't have a job. Let me just be carrying it because you love him. See, let us stop deceiving ourselves. You cannot carry it for so long. As a woman, it will get to a time where you will be so tired of carrying that responsibility. Because right from the beginning, it was not meant to be so. It is the responsibility of a man or a husband to take care of his home. No matter how comfortable you are as a lady, or you are richer than your man, it is your responsibility as a woman to assist, to be a helper. That is how it is. That is why you see a lady, you see a lady, she will carry her home, or she will be in charge of a home for like a year. The whole world will hear that she's the one feeding the husband. But a man will be doing it for eternity. You will not even hear anybody. You will not even hear anything. Nobody will even say it. But once a lady starts taking care of that responsibility, it will become a news that she will become so arrogant. She will start sharing it that she's the one carrying the responsibility. Because will you blame her? You don't need to blame her, because it is not meant to be so from the beginning. Okay? So if you are a lazy man, please, I'm begging you, don't even think about settling down. Don't go and bring someone's child in your home just to suffer the person. When it's time for you to bring food, you cannot bring food. When it's time for you to do what you're supposed to do as a man, you cannot do it. What is that? What is that? Please don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Before you think of settling down, make sure you get yourself a job. Make sure you get yourself a job. Make sure you have something doing. You don't go stay living in your parents' house and you are saying that you want to settle down. What is that? Where are you settling down for? What do you want to do? You're living in your parents' house and you're opening your mouth and saying, oh, you want to settle down. In whose house? My friend, you don't have a house. You need to go get yourself a house. Get yourself a house, then come. Let's talk. You need to have a job. Okay? Get yourself a job. Then you can come. Let's talk about it. You don't have a house. You don't have a job. You are still sporting. A 35 years, 40 years old grown man is still sporting in his parents' house, and you open your mouth why do you even open your mouth at the first place to talk to a woman? Why do you even open your mouth at the first place to even start talking to a lady? You're not even all that qualified. Yes, you are not even qualified to even stop a lady and start talking to a woman. You are a 40 years old man, 39 years old man, 28 years old man, 25 years old man. You meet a lady, you tell the lady that you want to marry her. You don't have a job. You don't have your own house. You are still squatting with your parents. Let me even ask you a question. What are your plans? Yes, I need to know your plans. Are you trying to bring the lady in your parents' house? As what? To do what? So that it will become a family plus extended family affair? When you don't eat, the whole world, your family will know that when your wife buys new clothes, it will become an issue. When she decides to change her hair, it becomes an issue because her sisters will be looking at her saying that, oh, I asked you for money, you didn't give me money, and you went to give money to your wife. So, okay, your wife is the only one that will be looking good in this house. Because that is actually what they're going to say. So I'm advising men, if you actually want to settle down, the best thing for you to do is to, please, if you don't have a job, get yourself a job. That is very important. Get yourself a job, get yourself a house. No matter how small the house is, but at least let it be comfortable where someone can lay his head. Then you can think about settling down. Then you can start talking. And when you start talking, someone will be able to hear what you're saying. It's not when you don't have a home you want to settle down. Even the one that is even paining me most is that you will see a man of 28 years, for example, and he will tell you from that 28 years that he has a plan. 29 years, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and you still meet him, he's still telling you that he has a plan. Oh, baby, I have something going on. I have a plan. There is something that I'm planning. What are you planning? What are you planning from 25 years old to almost getting to 30-something years you are planning? What are you planning? Please, ladies, don't even marry a man. All these men that are always saying, please, I have a plan. Every time they have a plan. When you meet a man that is always telling you, I have a plan, every time you meet him, he's always having a plan. There is no day, there is no time that you meet this man that he doesn't have a plan. You need to check it. You just need to check it. Every time you meet him, he said, okay, baby, don't worry. I told you that I have something going on. I told you that I have this plan. There is this plan. I have this special plan that, don't worry, it's going to work out. When the plans work out, it's going to be wonderful. You're going to enjoy it. Those are stories for the gods. Those are just stories for the gods. Nobody wants to hear that. It is just story for the gods. Please, sir, go and work out that plan, okay? Work out that plan. Then you come, let's have a conversation. You understand what I'm talking about? Go and settle yourself. After settling yourself, then you can come, let's talk. You don't use plans. You have a plan to tie a woman down or to keep her in a particular place, and you're saying that you have a plan. Go and sort yourself out, please. Sort yourself out. Then you can come. Let's talk about the plan that you have. Because some ladies are being deceived of these things that men do, that they have a plan. The man is lazy, and you cannot even see that this man is lazy. The only thing he knows how to do is to sit down, watch television from morning till night, and be eating like that man you see on my thumbnail. He'll be eating, he eats, and after eating, he will still complain that you don't know how to cook, that the food is not delicious. The food that you prepared with your hard-earned money, the money he refused to go out there and work for, and you prepare this delicious food, and he has the gall to open his mouth and tell you that the food is not delicious. When he did not even contribute one night, he didn't even contribute anything, and he's telling you, and you're sitting down there listening to him. Like I said before, the painful one is he's 20, let's say he's 25 years or 20 something years, and he's telling you, oh, baby, don't worry, just relax, feel free. I have a plan. I have this wonderful plan. I have a plan. He has a plan. He's still 35 years. He still has a plan. What type of plan do you have? What do you mean that you have a plan? What do you mean that, okay, she should relax, you have a plan? My brother, please go and sort yourself out, okay? Go and take care of that plan. Then after you finish taking care of that plan, you can now come back, let's talk. Nobody's going to settle with all this plan, you have a plan, and you're using it to tie the lady. Why can't you just come out and say, you are lazy? So that any woman that feels that she's desperate of settling down can go and pick you, wash you, and keep you. If you're a lazy man, you don't have a job, you don't have anything doing, All you do is just to eat. From morning to night, you eat, you watch television, you sleep, you complain. Please, I believe you should just need to start doing something for yourself. Even if it means doing the house chores. Let's say the lady that you kept, your friend, is now the one paying the bills. You, that is the man, start taking care of the chores. Because you don't expect her to go out, work. After working, she will still come back and start cooking for you. No, it will never work that way. Okay? When she's out there working, you need to go and start cleaning the house because she cannot be cooking, she cannot be going working 8 to 5, and you still expect her to come back home and start cooking for you. Since you don't want to do something for yourself, all this laziness is not nice. It will come to a time, or if you're a lady that is listening to what I'm saying, and at the end of the day, you say, let me just marry him. Sorry, I want to pick something. At the end of the day, you say, oh, let me just marry him. And you love him. You will do this thing for him. See, ladies always get tired in doing things, especially taking responsibility at home. Because right from the beginning, okay, me and my kids, thank you, thank you. Right from the beginning, it was never meant to be so. It was never meant to be so. That's why you see a lady, that's why you see a man will be taking care of everything in the house and it will be flowing. Once the lady start taking up that responsibility to start taking care of the things at home, the whole world will hear that she's actually the one doing it. Why? Because it was not meant to be so from the beginning. It was not even meant to be so from the beginning. 1 minute, guys. I'm coming. Someone, excuse me. Someone is actually making me so laughing. Sorry, guys. Someone is actually making me to laugh. So those are the things. So those are the things. Okay, you can't do it alone. You cannot. You A lady cannot take care of it. If you see a man, the man will be doing some things, taking care of his home, doing something. Nobody will hear. But once the lady start doing it, it will become an issue. Because right from the beginning, it was not meant to be so. The man is the head of the home. The woman should be able to support the man, as that's the way it was meant from the beginning. Okay? Please, if you're there and you have not given me my thumbs up, please do, okay? Some people are very funny. They will come to a live stream, you will know that someone is at that place watching you. The person will just be watching you, listening to what you're saying. Just to give you a thumbs up, they cannot, but they're just listening to your conversation. It's so funny how people behave. But I notice that I always laugh because they're just too funny. So that is just it. You're a lazy man. You are lazy. And you are just there. You don't want to work. All you do is to just sit down, you eat, they serve you food you eat in the morning, they serve you another food you eat in the evening, and you, the lady, you cannot even encourage him to go out there. Why would you even expect him to work when you've decided to take care of everything? How do you expect him to work when you, as a lady, you have decided to carry all the burden on your head? How do you now expect the man to go out there and work? I had a story of a man that got married, and it's a mail that they sent to me. I'm just going to share it. This lady, she got married. And she said, I wish I can read. Okay, I won't be. Let me see if I can open it and share it so that we can. Let me just check something. I need to share the story. And that's even how this topic today came out. Because I didn't just come out and start sharing story. Let me see if I can read the mail. I want to read it from the person that sent it. Okay, it's trying to open, but meanwhile, let me just, it's trying to, it's trying to open, but meanwhile, let me just share the story. This lady, she got married to this guy. She's actually working in a very nice organization, and she got married to this guy. How to cook? Hi, thank you for coming. Please give me a thumbs up, okay? Thank you. How to cook? Oh, how to cook. Thank you for what you did last night here on my silent stream. You really stayed. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for staying on my stream. Thank you so much. I was there. I was watching. I was actually watching. Yeah. Thank you for staying. So this, as I was saying, this guy got married to this lady, and he actually lied to this lady that that he has a good job and all those stuff that men do, but he's not. He's not. He doesn't even has anything wonderful doing. He just lied to the lady just to get the lady. So after the marriage, he told the lady that what he's expecting has not come. So the lady now has to he confused the lady that what he's expecting has not come. So the lady said, okay, since what you're expecting has not come, she has to start taking care of the responsibility. So this is how this lady started taking care of the whole family, taking care of the man, taking care of everything that is happening in the house. What the man said that he's expecting never came. That's to show you that the man was actually lying. He wasn't expecting anything. He was not expecting anything. He just wanted to, you know, he lied to this lady. He lied to this lady. The guy doesn't really have a job. That is why I always tell women, don't be desperate. When you are desperate, people will take advantage of you. When they notice that you are desperate, they will take advantage of you. They will. 1 minute, guys, please. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. I went to fix something. So when you are lazy, welcome, sister, we can help each other. Yeah, that's just how we roll. When you are lazy, people want to take advantage of you. As a lady, when they notice that you are desperate, they will want to take advantage of you. That's why I always tell women, be very careful. Don't be desperate for anything at all. Don't be desperate for anything at all. So, because the lady was, I don't want to say that she is desperate for marriage, the man lied to her that that the job that he's expecting has not come, and this lady keeps spending her own money because she has a good job. She keeps spending her own money every time. She's the one paying for the rent. She's the one doing everything, paying all the bills, because she feels that what the man was telling her was actually the truth. She doesn't even know that the man was actually lying. 99% or 85% of what they used on the wedding, this lady provided it. because the man was saying that his goods are coming in. Goods that are coming in till before the marriage, till after the marriage, the goods didn't come. So when the lady sent me this mail, I was just laughing. I was just laughing. Why? I was laughing because this is what I talk about every day. This is what I talk about every day. Before you say you're going to go in with someone, don't be carried away by the things they say or by the words they say. Be carried away by the action of the person. By the action of the person, not by words, not by the things they say. Anybody can come out and say things, but is it the truth? Is it really the truth? Is it really the truth? You see some ladies falling for what they do not plan. This is how this lady, the mail I got, start taking care of the responsibility, paying for the bills and everything. And the man now, at the end of the day, is too happy, Papa Man. Yeah, that is just it. Yeah, too happy, Papa Man. Yeah, that is it. This is how the ladies start paying for everything. At the end of the day, the lady now found out that the guy was actually lying. The lady found out that the man was actually lying. You see what lies has done. These are the things. Whenever you're going into something, you need to be watchful of what you're going into. You need to be watchful, you need to be careful of what you're actually going into. Because don't just believe everything they say. Because they say it, then you believe. How can you marry someone and you say, okay, because you love him, you will take up the responsibility? You won't be able to take up the responsibility for so long. You will not be able to take care of the responsibility for so long. You can't. It's not that easy for you to do that. It is not that easy for you to do that. It is not easy at all. It is not easy. So we have to be very careful whenever you want to talk about whenever you want to go into a relationship. Everyone has to be careful. Or you want to settle down with a man, the only thing he does is just to sit down. When you are going to work, he will sit down, he will just be watching television from morning till night. That's the only thing he does, to just sit down and be watching television from morning till night. He will be eat from morning till night, be watching television. Is that the type of a person you want to? Some things are just so funny. I didn't even know that I'll start laughing on this topic. I didn't know that I'll start laughing on this topic. It's just too funny what people do. It's too funny. You don't have a house, you don't have a job, and you have the guts to open your mouth and start telling people that you want to settle down. Settle down for what? Settle down. Where will you keep the woman you're bringing? Or your plans, is it to bring the lady and put her in your family house? Eh? Is it to bring her and put, see, don't go marry someone's daughter and take that person to your family house. Start living with your parents. If you're a man and you're watching this live stream and you want to settle down, please, go get yourself a house. I'm begging you, get yourself a house. Get yourself a job. Then you can now sit down and think about or start talking about settling down. And talk about settling down. Okay? Sorry, I will just need to fix something. You just need to. That is just what you need to do. You don't have a place to put your head, and you're saying, okay, that's just it. Yeah, that's just it. That is it. Before you can think of bringing someone's child to your home, please get a job. And stop telling ladies that you have a plan. Okay, just be spending your money. Just be spending your money. I have a plan. I have a plan. You know, when the plan comes out, things will work out. What plan? Eh? Every time you're planning to, every time you're planning to, every time you're planning to, what are you planning? What are you planning? Don't worry, don't worry. I'm expecting something in the next 2 weeks that will come. And you forgot that the 2 weeks will come. Next 2 weeks, nothing has come. Oh, don't worry, I will fix it in the next day. Maybe just go ahead and take care of it. Don't worry. Once they just said to me, once this thing I'm expecting just come, I'm going to pay. Year to year, you are still expecting. 10 years, you are still expecting. 3 years, you are still expecting. 4 years, you are still expecting. What are you expecting? What are you expecting? Every day you are expecting. You're a lazy man. That time you're using to tell a lady that you are expecting this, you are expecting that. It is better for you to use that time to go out there and start looking for a job. Even some lazy men have this arrogant attitude. They don't want to do, when you give them a job and say, okay, do this, they start looking at it, say, oh, this job is too bad for me. How can a whole me be doing this job? How can a whole you be doing that job? But if you see someone that is doing it and they're paying that person, you want to eat from the money that a whole you cannot do. You know, a lazy man, they know how to select. They can select this, select that. They tell you, they say, no, how can I do this type of job? This job is too small for me. How can I do this type of job? But when they see someone that is doing that job that they called small, they will want to eat from the money that they want to eat from the money that the person is making from that job that they call dirty, that job they say a whole damn cannot do. Have you seen a lazy man? Do you know that this person is lazy? He's lazy and he's proud. That is the worst type of laziness. He is lazy and he's so proud. He is lazy and he's so arrogant. Have you seen that type of a lazy man? They're everywhere. You cook for them. Let's say you settle down with a lazy man, God forbid. You cook for them, they will tell you, this thing is not spicy. This thing is not this. There is nothing that you will do that they will be satisfied. No matter what you do, no matter how you do it, they will never be satisfied. No matter how good you are, no matter how you try to cover them up by paying all the bills as a lady, by carrying all the responsibility, they are still not satisfied. Have you seen that type of a lazy man? They are everywhere. You will go with your own good heart. You will go to a mall, you look, you say, oh, this clothes will fit this man, this dress is beautiful, this dress, and you will buy with your clean heart something that he cannot do for himself. You will go out there, buy this clothes for this man, instead of him to appreciate it. He will never appreciate it. He will never appreciate it. He will still be telling you how the clothes is not original, how the clothes is not this. A man that doesn't even want to help himself, a man that doesn't even have a job. And he's still there telling you how he wants it to be, what he wants, how it's supposed to be. That one he's lazy, he's arrogant, and he's proud. He has all these things attached to himself, and you're telling me that that man will be able to make it in life. Someone that behaves that way. How to cook? You say, yeah. And you're telling me that you'll be able to make it in life. How do you think he will make it in life? How do you think that he is going to make it in life? A man that behaves that way, he can never. He will not, because he believed that he has someone that is doing everything for him. So what's the need for him going to work? What's the need for him going to do all those things? It's better for him to just sit down in the house, watch television, eat, hang out, and he begs you for money. You, the lady, you provide the money. That's the only thing he wants. You see that man on my thumbnail? He's just lying down on the couch and he's eating. He can't even lift his hand to pick his food. He's using his mouth to pick the food from his plate, like a chicken. You see? He's so lazy to even lift up his own hands to eat. He can't lift up his own hands to eat. He can't. What will you call that type of a man? He's a very, very, his own is extreme. The only person that can change that type of a man is God. Apart from that, I don't think nobody will be able to change that type of a lazy man, because his own laziness is something else. His own laziness is something else. This man is lazy. He's not providing everything at home. He's not paying any bill. He's not even the car that he's riding. Someone is paying, is buying the gas, paying for the gas. Everything, the food that he's eating, someone is providing. Everything that he's using, someone is doing for him. But yet he's not content. Yet he's not content. They have so many of them like that. So many of them that are like that. They will be the one to complain. You, the lady, you're taking up the responsibility just to cover your relationship, so that people will not know that this is what is happening in your relationship. But the person you are covering, does he really even want? Is he appreciating it? Is he appreciating what you're doing for him? You're covering this person. Does he even appreciate what you're doing for him? Does he appreciate? Rather, he will still give you command. He will still give you order why you should do this, why you should do that. Some of these lazy men, I had a story of a lady that is actually working. This guy is not working at all. He keeps telling the lady, oh, there is something that I'm expecting in the next 2 weeks, it will come. I'm expecting something in the next 3 weeks, it will come. And this lady, because I don't want to say she's desperate or whatever, decided to settle with this man. Do you know, every time what this man does is to, when he wakes up in the morning, he will sit down on the television, watch television, use the light, and this lady is the one paying the bill. This lady is the one paying the bill, taking care of everything in the house. And anytime this lady will come and say, oh, you told me that you're expecting something in next week. Yeah, now it's 2 weeks. What is happening? He'll tell the lady that, no, don't worry. They say, I just had a phone call. They say they will come in the next upper week. And they forget that, sometimes when people start doing all these things, they forget that the time that they are giving will actually come. This is how this lady keep enduring all those things. And whenever she collects her salary, the man he knows the time that the lady always collects her salary. So whenever the salary comes, the man will tell the lady to give him the salary. And the lady said initially she was actually giving this man her salary. How can you work? When I got the mail, I was telling her, I said, how can you work? You go to work. You work. SCB Media, you are welcome. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for coming. How can you work? You go to work in the morning. Every 5 to 5, you go to work, or by 8, you go to work. You collect your salary and you go and give a man that doesn't want to work the money. You, the lady, you've already tried getting him a job. And whenever you get him a job, he will tell you that job is too small. It's too small for him. And you think you'll be able you think that man is ready to work. I told the lady, that man is not ready to walk. From the beginning, you have already spoiled him. And as I was talking to her, I share his sister. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. How to cook. Thank you. I told the lady, you've already spoiled this man. She was looking at me. She was like, how? I said, yes. You spoiled him by paying all the bills, providing everything. By doing that, you're actually telling him that you can carry the responsibility in the house. I told the lady, say, remember, this thing is not a boyfriend or a girlfriend affair. No, this is actually marriage. For how long will you continue to do this? For how long will you continue to take care of this responsibility? For how long will you carry this burden? For how long will you carry this burden? And after talking to her, she was like, hmm. And I didn't even know that when I was talking to her, she was already done with the relationship. She was already done with it. These are the things that people put themselves into. When I say love is not enough in marriage, people will be looking at me as if I don't know what I'm talking about. You started spoiling this man from the beginning, so why will you blame him for not wanting to work? When you go, you work, you carry your salary and you will give to him. Instead of you to encourage him to go out there, meet other men and work. Even one thing about this lazy man, a lazy man, he will also see a man that is working and he will be jealous of that man. A lazy man will also meet another man that is working. He will be so angry about that man. Why is he angry? Because he believes that he cannot do what that man is doing. They are always the first to criticize. They are always the first to criticize. They will tell you, this man that is working, look at the type of job that he's doing. Look at the type of nonsense job, dirty job that he's doing. But the main thing is that this man is working and the work is genuine and he's making his money. You that is sitting down there as a man, pointing at someone else that is, doing his best to put food on his table. Why will you even do that? Why will you even do that at the first place? You don't even have any reason to do that because you are lazy. You can't do what he's doing. So why laughing at another person's hustle? You do not have any right to laugh at someone's hustle. As long as the person is doing the right thing and the right thing is giving him money and is putting food on his table. You do not have right to even talk about someone else's job. When all you do is to sit down, watch television, use the lights anyhow in the public, because your own is the worst. His own is that he is taking his responsibility as a man. That is just the way God made it. And you, as a man, you're not taking care of your responsibility, and you are laughing someone that is doing what he's doing to put food on his table, and you're telling me that. I really don't want to ask you if you are okay. No, I really don't want to say if you're all right, because I don't think you are. I really don't think you are. Okay? For you to laugh another man's hustle, I don't know where to place you. I really don't know where to place you. Okay? Why can't you go out there like other men do, get yourself something doing and put food on the table of your family, because you believe you have a lady that is taking care of everything and you are comfortable. You are so comfortable seeing a woman feed you. That is why the Lord said, any man that cannot feed his family, you know what the good book said about it? AZ Entertainment TV, you are welcome. Thank you for coming. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you. You know what the good book said to any man that cannot take care of his responsibility? The good book said that any man that cannot take care of his responsibility is worse than infidel. That is it. If he refuses to work, what will the woman do? If he refuses to work, what would the woman do? First of all, why do you even decide to settle down with a man that doesn't have a job? There is a different thing that this man has a job and you enter into the relationship, the marriage started going on. Maybe in the middle of the marriage, something happened. That one is a different thing entirely. This one is a man from the beginning. You know that he's lazy. You know that from big, it's not as if he lost his job, no, or challenges come because everybody can pass through challenges. Anything can happen. That's not the one I'm talking about. The one I'm talking about is from the beginning, he is lazy. You know, when you meet him, the first thing he will tell you is that, there is some, ladies, be very careful. When you meet a guy that is always telling you, I'm working on things, there is something I'm working on. When you meet a guy that's always telling you, I'm working on things, I have something working, don't worry, just go on, keep doing it. No, don't go on, don't keep doing it, okay? Let him go and sort himself out. After sorting himself out, he cannot come back to you. Like what MC Media said, in case she is already there in the marriage, you need to push him to go and work. Because, ladies, we always get tired of doing things. Initially, we think we'll be able to carry it. 5 years, we are still feeding him, paying bills as a woman. You know how tiring it can be. Yes. You don't need to blame the woman because it was not meant to be so from the beginning. It was not meant to be so from the beginning. The man is the head and the woman is a helper. So now what the man is trying to do is to leave the responsibility of the head to a helper. How do you think it will work? The man is leaving the responsibility of the head to a helper. How do you think the woman will be able to carry such responsibilities? A man can be taking care of his home and all that. Nobody will hear anything. But once a man carries that responsibility for 3 years, it will become an issue. Because it is not meant to be so from the beginning. Because a lot of women are in this situation. They do everything in the family. Yes, that's why I'm talking about it today. That's so true, sister. Yes. That is why I'm talking about it today. A lot of women are doing all this. And the worst part of it is that the person you're even doing all these things for doesn't even appreciate it. There are some men, they don't have a job, they don't have anything doing. The wife is the one doing all those things. But you see the man appreciate what the woman is doing. When the woman goes to work, you see the man doing some things in the house, taking care of doing some chores, doing the school runs and all those stuff. And there will be peace. And you see this man, he will want to get something doing. Whenever he gets a job, he will bring it home and everybody will be happy. But there is this set of men, they don't want to work. They don't just want to work, especially if they notice that the lady is hardworking. Whenever I'm talking, I always tell women to be very careful. Once you meet someone and the person starts talking to you, try to find out the intention of the person that is talking to you. Some men will tell you that they just love you, they just like you know. Some of these men, they come to you because they see that you are potential. They see that you're a hardworking lady. They notice that you are working. So they believe that if I go into this lady, she'll be able to carry the responsibility. They are not coming because they love you. They are coming because they believe that you are a hardworking woman and you have the money. So they believe that once they come inside that relationship, you'll be able to cover them. And the funniest thing is that once they come inside that relationship and you the lady, you notice that this is what this man wants and you refuse to carry that responsibility that they're expecting you to carry, it becomes an issue. Sometimes it is not even because you, the lady, you have an issue. No, it is because you refuse to lie down or fall down for what the man has already planned. These are the things that are happening in our society and nobody wants to talk about it. Sometimes men marry, you say a man wants to settle down with you, it's not because he loves you so much. No, it is because you are hardworking. It is because you are doing something. So he believes that if I go into this relationship, this woman will be able to take care of this family. It will be a good thing if the man is also working. It would be a good thing if the man is also working and he is taking care of, he's doing his own part. You, the woman, if you come in, you can support, you can assist, you can help your husband. There is nothing wrong for a woman to take care of his home, support the husband, if the husband is appreciative, if the man is appreciating what you do. But when the man doesn't appreciate what you do, call you names, tag you, still insult you on top of it, say things that are not true, when you come back, he maltreat you, giving you all this emotional abuse. No, it doesn't even worth it at all. It does not worth it at all. It doesn't worth it at all. Like what MCB Media said, I know he might not be around, but let me just read what he said. He said, because a lot, okay, no, not this one. He said, what if the man refuses to work? What will the woman do? If the man refuses to work, they'll stop paying the bills. Okay? Yes. If you tell a man to work and he refused to work, there's something that made him to refuse to work. What made him to refuse to work is because he's seen someone that is taking up the responsibility. Because he knows that even if he doesn't work, this woman will be taking care of the responsibilities. So why will I even work? Okay, MCB, there you're here. So why will I even work? Let me just stay. Then stop paying the bills. Okay? If you have kids and it's time for you to pay the children's school fees, go to the school. Make sure your children are comfortable. Go to the school, pay your children's school fees. Cook, feed yourself and the kids. And let me see if you will not stand up from that place and go out there to work. Let me see if he will not stand up from that place and go out to work. If it means for you to separate, please do. Separate. You cannot come and die for someone else. Okay? You cannot come and die for someone that doesn't want to do anything. If it means for you to separate, please be very free. Be very, very comfortable to do it. Separate. And let me see if he's on his own, if when he's on his own, if he cannot walk. Let me see how he's going to feed himself or how he's going to pay his bill. So many women that attack themselves and say, oh, they're in a relationship or they're in a marriage and all those stuff. Actually, they're dying gradually. But whenever they come out, you see them smiling, oh, my husband is this, their husband is that, their husband is that. Meanwhile, they're suffering at home. That is why now we are encouraging women to speak. Don't stay in your home and say you're just staying in the house because of the kids. For what? What do you mean by that? Whenever I hear women say they're staying in the house because of the kids, it's so funny. It is very funny. Okay? For you to say you're staying back, enduring pain, enduring abuse because of your children. What is that? Please don't use your children as an excuse. Don't even use your children as an excuse. You are not enduring anything because of your children. You are enduring the pains that the man is giving you because you refuse to work as a woman. You refuse to make your own money because you will not tell me if you have something doing, you can't separate, get yourself a house. Even if you call your family and your family say, you know what, especially in Africa, you can call your family, they will tell you to stay, just be enduring it, everything will work out. Why do you want to leave? If you leave now, this type of thing has never happened in the family will start saying, you will be the first that have separated with your family, or why do you want to bring shame to us? Why do you want to bring shame to us? Why do you want to cause us shame in the house? See, let me tell you, don't stay in a place where you are being abused, where you are being treated bad, and you target that you are staying because of your children. That is just a story for the gods. Nobody wants to hear that type of story. Nobody wants to hear, these are the stories you tell the gods. You go tell, the gods this type of story. Nobody wants to hear it. As a woman, you must you must be doing something, no matter how little. Make your own money. Okay? Nobody is praying for something like this. Nobody is going into marriage praying, oh, as they are going into marriage, the man will be beating you, there will be abuse, a lot of this type of thing will be happening, that type of happening. Nobody goes into marriage planning for such a thing. But sometimes things happen, things that you don't even plan happen. And the woman will start staying there. How many, you can check how many women that they have killed because of abuse. And when you start hearing the story, you start hearing that the lady called his family, and the family told him to stay there because of what? Because it has never happened in their family, because it has never happened before. And your family told you to stay there, and you are still staying there. And you are still staying there, putting yourself into something that is not even nice for you. You hear some women that will tell you they are staying because of their kids. Don't even tell me that story. Don't tell me you are staying because of your kids. What do you mean by that? Is it until they kill you? Is it until you are no more? Is it until the relationship is over? You're telling me you're staying for the kids so that people will pity. You're actually looking for self-pity. Nobody wants that. If you're a woman, you're watching me, I know that after this trip, so people will still go and start watching it. And you are no longer comfortable in that place you are. The best thing for you is to take a walk. Separate is not the same, okay? So guys, I will be stopping here. I'll be stopping here for today. Yeah, I'll be stopping here. And I'll be stopping here. I've stayed for like, let's say 2 hours. I've stayed for like 2 hours. So it's just my little talk. I'm here, sis. Let's see, Rita. I want to end the stream. I've stayed here for over 2 hours. You know, I started the other one and my network was acting up. I have to cut that one and start this one again. Okay, you understand? So I've stayed for like 2 hours. So don't go settling for a lazy man. Don't go. If you're in a relationship and when you meet a man that is telling you, I'm planning some things, I have some things, I'm planning some things, there are some things that I have planned for. Please, just tell him to go and plan it. Okay? Let him continue the plan. Whenever he's done with his plan, he can now come and start talking about marriage. Don't say, okay, let me stay with you so that the plans will be going. Please don't stay with the plan. Don't stay with the plan. Allow him to do his planning. Allow him to do his planning. Every time you see him, he's planning to. Every time he's planning to. Every time I have a plan. Every time I'm planning to. What are you planning, my brother? What are you planning? What are you planning? Every time there's something I'm working on something. I'm working on something. There is something that I'm working on. Please, my sister, just sit down one place. Let him plan his plan. When he's done with his plan, and the plan is now over, he can now come back to you. Then you can now start thinking of settling down with him. Don't go and put yourself into something that you cannot carry because you are desperate, because you just want to settle down, because you want everybody to say yes. You want to answer someone's name. SCB Media said, yeah, I tell young female foes, same thing. Let him have a fixed job or business before you go ahead with him in marriage. That is just it. That MC Media, you are right. If he tells you that he has a shop here, he has a shop there, please make sure you go find out if that shop he's actually the owner of the shop. Don't even go when he has told you. Just tell him, okay, I've seen the shop. Give him 2 weeks. Don't go. Don't tell him that you're going to the shop to know if he's the owner of the shop. Don't do that. Go when he is no longer on his mind. Try to find out. Just go to that place. Ask people. The owner of this shop is it so person, and watch to see what they will say before you accept, because things are happening. Or he tell you, I'm a contractor. You ask him, what do you do for a living? He tell you, I'm a contractor. Please ask him what he's contracting on. Because it's hard time people set things straight. Okay? It is hard time people set things straight. You ask him what he's doing, say he's a contractor. Please run away. If you don't see what he's contracting or whatever thing he's doing, don't be moved by those words. You meet this man, he's telling you he's fixing things. I have something, I'm running around. There is something I'm fixing. There is something I'm fixing. Just baby, go ahead. Just go ahead with the plans. I will pay you back. My sir, please don't go ahead with the plan. Okay? Don't go ahead with the plan. Don't be too desperate. I keep telling women, don't be too desperate that all your friends are married doesn't mean that your turn will not come. Don't rush into something that you will come out tomorrow. You hear stories of women, they go into marriage, after 3 months, they're out. After 6 months, they're out. Don't just do things because everybody is doing it. Don't do things because everybody is doing it. Let him go and sort himself out. After sorting himself out, then he can now come. Then we'll know that you've sorted yourself out. Okay? That is it, exactly. Let him go and take care of himself. After taking care of himself, then he can come. Let's have a conversation. For now, there is nothing to talk about. There is nothing to talk about. Or another thing too, I always tell ladies, be watchful. Some of these guys, when they notice that you're a hardworking woman, that you are working hard, okay. MC Media said, if the lady is getting old, what do you advise? Number one, age doesn't mean anything to somebody like me. That is number one. Number two, it depends on what the person means by getting old. Now, let me put it this way. Someone you tag is getting old, and you go into let's say let's say the lady is getting old and she's buoyant. Let's say she's getting old and these numbers is just a number to me. It doesn't mean anything to me. As far as I'm concerned, numbers is nothing to me. Somebody can be 40 years and still be behaving like a child. And you will see a young person of 23 years that has sense. Common sense is not by age. Age is not even maturity. You will see a little girl of 20-something years that is more matured than someone that is 40. So these numbers doesn't really mean anything to me. It is nothing. You will see somebody and you say, this lady is 40 years, and you expect this lady to have at least a little sense, but she doesn't have anything. She doesn't have anything. And you see a child of 25 years behaving more matured. So these numbers doesn't really mean anything. But according to your question, people are different and they want to get married for so many reasons. So many reasons because of what you said, they are not the number. That is number one. There's number two, because of friends. All their friends are getting married, they want to settle down. That is number two. Number three, family. When you are being pressurized by your family, that's another thing that can make someone to become desperate. Number four is because religion. If you belong to a religion where they force people to do this, they believe that some religion has made it to believe that if a woman is single, it's like a sin. It is not a sin. Okay? Being single, it is not a sin. It is time for you to check yourself and know if you actually want to do it, because in this earth, it's not everybody that is going to settle. It is better for a woman, be hardworking, make your own money, do what you want to do for yourself. There are children all over the world who need someone to keep them. Okay? Let us not make men as if they are God, little gods that you just need to be with them for you to become a human being. You don't need to be with any woman, any human being on this earth for you to become a human being. The only person you need on this earth is God. No human being can justify you. As a lady, if you are hardworking, there are so many children out there that need someone to keep them, someone that can call a mom. Okay? There are so many. There are so many. If you still want to keep yourself, if you still want to be chaste, maybe you don't want to become someone's baby mama or baby, all those stuff, you can go. There are so many beautiful children out there that needs a home. If you go there, bring one and keep in your home, God will be so happy for you. God will be so happy that you're able to give someone a home. So let us not make these men look as if they are, if it is not them. Well, don't you have a father? If you're looking for someone to, you can answer his name. You answer your father's name and let it keep going. I just believe that, I just hope people can understand things the way I do. You don't go put yourself into a trash. And just because you have this number tagged to you, you go into something that will kill you. This your life is so precious that you wouldn't even want to waste it with anything at all. Your life is the most important thing. When you get to the other side, you're not going to stay with that person you're calling a man that you're living with. He is going to stand and answer for himself. You are going to stand and answer for yourself. The children you are running up and down for, they're going to stand and answer for themselves. So don't say because of a particular thing, because of a particular number, you want to push yourself into something that will kill you. Don't do that. Beautiful ladies, don't do that. Don't even do that at all. Don't rush into something that you said, okay, because of a particular number, you rush yourself into something, you're going to rush out. You're going to rush out of it. You're going to rush out of it. Don't make these people believe as if that, okay, it will come to a time when 20 women will be rushing for one man. It is not, if it is for someone that looks like me, it's not going to work at all. It will not work. Because you cannot go and push yourself into something that you will regret tomorrow. You see, this peace you're talking about, this peace is very important in every human being. When you have peace, you have everything. If you force yourself, why am I talking about peace? If you force yourself into something, if you force yourself into something that doesn't want it, and you go into the place and the man, men are wise. If a man notices that you are desperate and you make that man to marry you because you are desperate, you are going, I don't want to say you are going to suffer it. I don't want to say you are going to be in pain, because if there are 100 men, it is only 4 or 3 that are going to treat you the way you want them to treat you, especially if they notice that you are desperate. That is just it. If they notice that you are desperate, if the men are 100, it is only 4 that is going to treat you so nice. Some of them, if they notice that you are desperate and you have the money and they marry you because you are desperate, they're still going to deal with you. You're going to be in that house and they will have someone they truly love outside there. MC Media, that is it. You are just going to suffer because they will keep you in that house, be making use of your money, be eating your money, using your money to do whatever thing they want to do, but they will go out there and pick someone they feel that they truly love, because they don't love you. They believe they are doing you a favor. That is just what they believe. They believe they are doing you a favor. They believe marrying you or settling down with you is a favor. Will you want to waste your time being a favor in someone's life? So no matter your age, no matter the number you've given to yourself or you're looking at, number one, as a woman, look for something to do so that you can have your own capital. Number two, take care of yourself. Take proper care of yourself. Don't leave yourself like that just because of I don't know. I don't just know. Don't leave yourself like that. Don't you ever, as a woman, leave yourself like that. Make sure you take proper care of yourself. Make sure you have something doing. You have your own money. No matter how little that money is, make sure you can take your own decision without people to around. When you say yes, let your yes be yes. When you say no, let your no be no. Don't just make a man to look at you as in like when you said yes, they say no, she's saying no. No. When you say yes, let him know that your yes is your yes. It is not being rude, it is not being whatever. But let him understand that your yes is your yes. Let him also know that when you say no, it is your no. Even if you want something, let me tell you people something. I need to sit very well to say this. Let me sit very well so I can say this. As a woman, just like what MC Media said, and you feel you're of age and you need something badly, don't show it. Don't show it. Let it not be written all over you that you want this thing badly. Even if you're closer to something you want, even if you're closer, very close to something you said you want, don't make it look so obvious. Okay? Don't make it look so obvious that if it is not this thing, all your body will start shaking. No. Hence the video, where are you laughing? Hence the video, you're laughing. I need to say this. Don't make it look so obvious. Let's say you actually want this thing. You actually want to settle, and you see something that you like this, and you want to settle for this. Don't show it. Don't allow it to be written all over you. Oh, I'm desperate. You're desperate. No. Be calm. Okay? Be calm. Let the man be coming after you. But inside of your heart, you are actually desperate. Deep down, you are desperate. Don't you ever show it. Because once you start showing it, he will start taking advantage of it. I'm going to talk about this maybe in my next live stream. It is like separate so that people will be able to understand it. So let me not mix it. Don't show people that you are desperate. Because once you start showing them that you are desperate and they look at you, they notice that this girl is so desperate. They will take advantage of it. And by the time they take advantage of it, they will treat you bad. They're going to use it to treat you bad. Okay? Don't take advantage. Don't show people that you're desperate of something, no matter your age, no matter the time you feel you're wasting. Okay? And the next thing, because I'm about rounding up, let me just use these things to round up. The next one I want to say is when you want something as a woman, and that thing is very close to you, and you actually know that you want this, don't rush it. Don't rush it. When he's coming closer to you, be drawing back a little. Don't draw back too much so that he will not run. Okay? Don't draw back so much so that he won't run. As he's coming, be drawing back a bit. Okay? What I mean by drawing back a bit, don't be calling always. Don't be, women, women, there's a way women behave. There's a way we women behave. When we love something, when you love something, they want to go all out for what they want. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be calling always, because let him be the one, doing the pursuing. Don't be the one doing it. This is another topic. I've said 2 topics here that I'm going to treat, but I'm just using them to round up. Don't do mistake no more. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, it is very, this I'm telling you is true. You saw this, you meet this person is everything you want. He's tall, he's dark, he's good looking, or he's just, when he's talking to you, he talks like a human being, he has sense. And inside of you say, wow, this guy knows what it is. He has sense. And you know this is what you want. Don't rush it like food. Mm-mm. Just, as it's coming close, be drawing back a little. Be drawing back a little. Don't draw back so much, so that so that he will not slip away from you. Just be drawing back a little. Don't be calling him. Yes, even if you want it, don't be calling him every time. Okay? But there's a way to play it. Whenever you're speaking with him, just tell him, after this trip, after this call, when are you going to call me back? He said, okay, I'm going to call you in the next 2 hours. In the next 2 hours, you might keep your phone and be expecting the call to come. You might keep the phone, you're expecting the call to come. After 2 hours, if he doesn't call, don't call him. No matter how he's pushing you to call him, don't call him. Because if there's one thing, there's some things that men do. If you start doing the calling, he's going to leave the calls for you. He's going to leave the calls for you to keep calling. Those are the things that men do. Wherever he is, he'll say, don't worry. In the next 2 hours, she's going to call me. And before you know it, he'll call. He has already known that is what you do. Okay? So don't call him. Don't make it look as if you are desperate. Because if you start doing the calling, even if he's sitting with his friends, he will tell his friend, don't worry, in the next 30 minutes, she's going to call. And he will not call you. And once it's 30 minutes, the lady you now call, he will tell his friends, see, I told you that she's going to call. Okay? Don't call him. Let him be coming. Let him be coming after you, no matter your age. Still have your respect, still have your dignity, still look good. Now, in this 21st century, people marry at any age, at any time. Things has changed, and you can give birth any time, any moment, anyhow, at any age now. Okay, so don't be shaking and all those stuff and make yourself go into something that you will run out. You see some beautiful ladies, they go into a relationship. I was watching, let me just you guys. I was watching a picture. I'm going to say this because I know she's not on YouTube and she can't watch me. I was checking my Facebook last night. I saw this lady. I used to know that lady when I was a little girl, And this lady, she's a slim type because I'm always chubby right from childhood. She's so beautiful, and she got married. She just got married. So as I was checking my Facebook last night, I saw this lady. I was like, wow, these are the things that is making some people, single ladies to be scared of people settling down. This lady, do you go live on Facebook? I used to do it before, but I just stopped. What I do is just post things, my pictures, do some things on Facebook. I don't go live on Facebook, but my Facebook account is still, that Facebook account is very important, so it will keep running. So, but I still have some videos there. I started from there. Yeah, I started posting videos on Facebook before I decided to come to YouTube. Yeah, because of my job. So that's why I'm not. It's not like my first live stream is not. I don't feel anyhow talking on camera or doing all these things. It's not because my job is to talk to. Yeah, my job is to talk to people. I talk to so many people. So talking on this one is even a small platform because I don't see people. I don't see people that are watching me, but people are actually watching me out there. But in my office, I talk to people more. That's just my job. Okay, so I was doing videos on Facebook before I started YouTube and all those stuff. So as I was just watching that lady, she's not a person I used to know. And I was watching her picture, a lot of things was going on my head. I was like, is this what they call, is this I was like, what is all this? She's not looking nice at all. And she's not, her age is not what she's looking like. She's looking far much older than her age. So don't allow marriage to make you like that. Marriage is good. Don't allow anybody to tell you that marriage is not good, or those of us that are counselor, or someone tell you that marriage is a beautiful thing. It is good. Okay? It is good. It is nice when you meet your friend. When you put God first at the center of it. If you put God first, if you use God as the head, and you pray to God before even going into it, the Heavenly Father should just give you the strength to meet the right person. And when the right person comes, the right person is not the person that will come without no challenges, without no issue. No. There's going to be issue. There's going to be challenges. But the most important thing is how do you handle it when all those challenges come? Challenges will come. If you're able to sort it out, handle it, and you people move on, fine. Okay, it's not the one that will result to someone hitting you, another person hitting you. No. Challenges will come, you sort it out, you move on, continue. That is just what marriage is all about. Understanding one another, overlooking some things. Because if you are going into marriage, you should be able to overlook some things. If you're not able to overlook some things, I don't think you will be able to settle. So you need to overlook some things, knowing fully well that this person comes from a different background and that person comes from a different background. Okay? And another thing that I think that is more important in marriage is you cutting your coat according to your size. Marry who you can cope with. Don't marry someone that you cannot cope with. Marry your class. That is what I feel. That is what I feel. Go for your class. Someone that you can actually stay with. Someone that you can actually, when you bring your 1 penny or 2 penny, the person will be appreciated. Don't go and start looking at something you cannot handle. That is just the truth. Don't go and start looking at something that you know you cannot handle. Don't do it at all. Go to your level, okay? Marry your own level. That is just what I feel. It might not sound well to any other person, but the end, it is what justifies. Someone will tell me, why will they say, what about someone that is that? Go into it. This thing is very easy to say. Go into it, you will understand what I'm talking about. If the person you're settling down with is ready to, meet up with you, fine. But as a lady, you are single, you have a good job, you have your car, you buy a house. Don't you ever on this earth reduce your standard for any woman being on earth. Don't reduce your standard for anybody just because you want to settle down. Because you want to settle down, you can't buy yourself a house. You can't buy yourself a house because you want to settle down. What is that? What is it? What is the meaning of that? There's someone you can freely talk with and make you start. Yes. You marry someone you're comfortable with, your friend. Someone that when you joke, he will know that it's a joke. He won't see it as you are disrespecting him. When you play, he will know that you're actually playing. He won't see it as an insult. Someone that will understand you. Sometimes you see people that will come into your life. You didn't do anything to them. You didn't do anything to them. They just come into your life to be in a relationship with you. You actually did not do anything to them. And before you realize it, they're out of your life. As a woman, don't go home thinking, oh, what did I do to him that he left me? Why did I do to him? What did I do? You did not do anything. They are just having complex problems. You are wonderful. You okay as the woman. You did nothing to him. The guy is just he has issues. Let me tell you the issue he has. He believed that you are hardworking. He believed that you were a big girl. He believed that you're a graduate, you went to school. So within him, he's not thinking, will I be able to take care of this lady? Will I be able to cope? Oh, look at me. I didn't go to school. I didn't do that. Will I be able to cope with this lady? Before you know it, he will look for a fault and he will go. And you, the lady, will be saying, is it because I just told him this? But I didn't mean it to be so. And he is left. He left. He left because it's not because of what happened. He left because he can't stand someone like you. So let him go. Okay? Let him just go. Don't bother yourself. And some of these guys, before you realize it, they will go and marry someone. And when they marry someone, they will send you a text, I'm getting married at so time. So that you do what? So you can jump inside the lagoon or do what? I look at them as people that have very low self-esteem. So there is no need even replying to such issue. There is no need replying to such men or replying their chat. Do you know what they did? They went to marry their class. Someone they can suppress, someone they can pull down, someone they can, they can control because they know they cannot fit inside your shoe. Your shoe is too big for them to wear. So don't look at yourself as if something is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you, my darling. They are the ones that actually have issues. Okay? Nothing is wrong with you. You are doing just fine. Okay? You are doing just fine. They are the ones that have issues. In this relationship issue that we are talking about, if we start talking about relationship issues, as we're talking about it, another thing is coming up. As we're talking about it, another thing is coming up. You see, our topic today is just lazy men, but it's still what we're talking about now. We started talking about men that have low self-esteem. You see, there are a lot of things in relationship. So many things in relationship. I've been working as a relationship counselor for the past 10 years. So sometimes you feel like what MC Media was saying, that's why I made the statement that I made, that maturity is not by age. Okay? Sometimes I meet some older couple, and when they come and they are talking, I look at them. These are couples that are like 49, 50 or whatever, and they are just talking. You look at the man, you look at the woman, and as they're talking, you're looking at them. As you're looking at them, you start seeing them as like children, as like kids. You start seeing them like kids because they are not matured at all. They are not. They are not at all. And you'll be talking to some newly married couple, let's say 30-something, 20-something, and you're looking at them, and as they are talking, you can see that these people are matured. That is it. Sometimes in my office, I'll sit down and I'll be attending to some people. I'll just be looking at them because as they're talking, I'll be watching them. I'll be looking at them, and you see this one will talk, that one will talk, this one will talk, that one will talk. Within me, I already know that these people are not matured. Little things, just little thing that this person can overlook is what is actually causing the issue. It is not something much. When you talk about divorce, what are the causes of divorce? If you sit there and analyze things that are causing divorce, it is just little, very little things. That the mother-in-law came and you didn't say hi, you didn't greet the mother-in-law. Or the mother-in-law is watching television, you told her, oh mama, can I change it? These are just little things that you would have just overlooked are the things that are causing issues today. When people say this person is divorced, it is not big things. You know, if someone when someone talk about divorce, you expect to hear that this person committed adultery or this person committed adultery. No, it might just be she doesn't listen to me when I'm talking to her. If I tell her to drop this cup here, she will go and drop the cup there. But as a man, you should be able to know that you are not coming from the same place with this lady. Or as a woman, you should be able to know that you are not coming from the same place with this man. When you see him act the way I act, sometimes you just need to be quiet. If you sit and you feel you cannot keep quiet, just take a walk, take a stroll. Okay, just go to an eatery, go get yourself some chilled something. Don't stay there. Because if you stay there and you see that person acting that same way, it will make you to talk. You are a woman, you want to talk. And when you talk, remember, I don't really want to talk about spiritual aspects of it, because if I talk about the spiritual aspect of it, it is not both of you that are having the issue. It is not the curb that you did not remove that is the issue. There is actually something that is using that curb to manipulate the two of you to start the issue. And when the issue starts, that thing that causing that thing will withdraw. Okay, and you will start having issues. By right, it is even better that one person should be able to get herself and keep quiet. When you keep quiet, it will not generate to anything. But when you are talking and this person is talking, you know, men, they will always want to tell you that their ego will not allow them to keep quiet. It's only few men that will walk away and keep quiet. Okay, so but if it's not happening that way, what do you need to do? Just take a walk. Just take a walk. Or you use your earpiece. If you cannot use your earpiece or you're seeing the person, you can remove your earpiece and don't talk. Must you talk when your partner is talking? When a man is shouting at you as a woman and you keep quiet, and he's talking, he's making noise, he's saying all this thing, this lady, you're not doing this, you keep quiet, he will get scared of you. He will be scared of you. But when you keep nagging and keep nagging and keep nagging, he knows that, I know the only thing my wife is going to do is to talk. She's just going to nag. And sometimes you see the man, when he closes from work, he will not come home. And when he's coming back home, he will come very late because he knows that at that time you finish doing your cooking and you're gone to bed. He will just come and take his bath, go to bed. The next morning, he'll jump inside his car, move. The next day, you will just notice that he started cheating. He started cheating. Even if you're staying with a partner that cheats, and you know that he cheats, and he has found out that you know that he's cheating, don't just start talking about it. But there's a way you will make him know that you already know that he's cheating. Just make him know that let him know that you already know that he's cheating. Don't then keep quiet. Don't use it on him every time. Just keep quiet. You will see whenever he behaves anyhow or does something wrong, he will be the one to come and confess to you without even you asking him for confession. Yes. He will come and start telling you something you did not ask him. He will come and start telling you know what happened? I was not the one that sent the text to the lady, and you did not even ask him. You didn't ask him. Did you ask him? No. He will start confessing what you did not ask him. Then you start telling him, by the time you start that confession, oh, I wasn't even the one that sent the text. Is it that call that came in? I didn't call him. I don't know the lady. It's a wrong number. The lady has been calling me. Just tell him you have heard. Don't just hold yourself. Don't tell him that. I know this is a. Don't nag. Just tell him you have heard, and you keep quiet. You will see he will be confessing. He will come and be confessing to you. He will be confessing to you because he's scared. He doesn't know your next move. That is why silence is very important. When you're a very loud person, people can actually know what you're going to do next. People can actually know your next move. Okay, look at her now, she's going to do this. They already know what your next move is because you are loud. When you are loud, people can actually trace your next movement, what you're going to do next, where you're going to go next, how you're going to do it next. they will find out immediately your next move, your next action. Yes, it will be so easy for people to know what you're going to do next, how you're going to do it. But when you are quiet, when you are, giving them silent treatment, they will be scared of you. Sometimes some of the things that are happening in the relationship, we are actually the ones causing it because nobody wants to calm down for another person. Everybody wants to be in charge. And two masters can never be in a ship. One person needs to calm down for the other person. Even if you know that you are right and you know that what this other person is doing is wrong, keep quiet and watch. By the time he makes that mistake, he will come back to you and say, that thing you said is actually the truth. I was actually wrong. And you will tell him, have you seen it? And you tell him, have you seen it? So that is just how it is. If people can understand things like this, the divorce rates will be very low. It will be very, very low. If you go to court, if you're opportune to go to court when they're having their setting of meetings, just go to the court, sit down, and listen to what the judge is saying, the causes of divorce. You will know that it's just minor, little things that they are not able to control are the things that are actually causing issues in marriage. Things that are causing issues in marriage it is not adultery or you caught your partner with this. 99% of things that are causing divorce, it is not about adultery. It is not because of what this person did that is wrong or what that person did that is wrong. It is just about things that when you sit down and analyze it, you will know that it is not something much, but it's just because people decide to dwell in that particular thing. They don't want to calm down for one. Nobody wants to calm down. You want to show him that you were a boss, and this other person wants to show this person that you were a boss. Those are the things that are causing issues. So, back to our topic. We're actually talking about lazy men that have refused to work, especially when they have someone doing it for them. They refuse to work. They will tell you, they can't, because they have someone providing everything. So why would they now work? Why would they not do it? Why would they go out and work when you are the one paying the bills? So many women today, just like what MC said, so many women today are suffering in their home because they have one person that they're answering their name, and the person has refused to be useful to them. And when you tell them, they'll say, I'm a married woman. My husband is this, your husband is that. You're settling for a man that cannot even take care of you. You purposely put yourself into a relationship that doesn't want anything just because you want to answer someone's name. Just because just because you want your friends to look at you and call you a married woman, just because it is a reigning thing in the society, and you feel that you just have to do it. So many women are in their home, but they're suffering and smiling. They're actually suffering. They are smiling, suffering and smiling. You see the way they're saying, my this, that, and they're passing through a lot. You are the one feeding this man. You're the one doing everything for him. But the worst part of it is that he doesn't even appreciate you. He doesn't even know that you exist. He doesn't appreciate what you do. That is the worst. That is the worst. If he's appreciative, it's a different thing entirely, that he appreciates that his wife is doing stuff for him. But most times, they don't even appreciate what you do. They don't appreciate what you do, and you keep staying there. You will not tell me that you didn't know that this man is lazy before you marry him. Before you marry this man, he will keep telling you, oh, I'm expecting some container from the high sea. I'm working on something. Okay, just go on. Just go on. I'm working on something. What are you working on? What is he working on? And you are the lady, you'll be jumping up and down. Oh, he's expecting something. He's expecting his goods. He's expecting his container. He's doing that. And you keep spending your money. You don't know that this man is lazy. When it's time for wedding, he will also find a way to twist it. He will find a way to twist it. And you will sit down and keep believing everything about him. You will be the one to sponsor your wedding. Even if he's contributing, he will contribute little because he's expecting some things from the high sea. He's expecting some things. And you keep spending your money, you keep paying bills, paying all the bills. Now, marriage has set in. And it's time, maybe you wake up one day, you'll be sitting down. Ever since you get married to him, he's still expecting. Please don't do that. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. Don't just go and marry and planning too. Every time he's planning for something. Every time he's planning for something. Every time there is something he's planning. Every time he has something that he's working on. Every time he has something. What is he working on? What is it? What is it? What is that thing that he's working on from year to year? He's still working on it. And you are dwelling there, believing that, oh, all is well, all is well. Who told you? Sometimes it is not as if that women don't see these things before they go into marriage. It is not as if they don't see it. Sometimes they actually know that they actually know that things are happening. They're actually seeing it, but they close their eyes to it. They close their eyes to it. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to do anything about it because they just want to settle. Some of them believe that, okay, let's just do it. By the time they go into the union called marriage, that things will change. They don't know that it's not like that. It will not change. But you can't change an adult now. An adult that have decided within himself that he wants to be lazy. The only thing he does is to sit down, eat, watch television, relax, and you go to work, you the lady, you will go to work, you will cook for him, he will sit down, he will eat, he will relax, and he will watch movies, and he's not even ready to do anything for you. That's his own. That's just what he is comfortable in doing. And you, the lady, you are just relaxing, and you're just making him to relax. And you keep saying, oh, you love him, you love him, you love him, and you are feeding him. You are feeding a full-grown old man that have hands, that have legs, that can go out there and walk like a man. And when he even see other men walking, he's so angry. He's these lazy men, they're always they're always there to condemn another person. They are always there to condemn people. They're always there to tell you how things are not, how this man is doing this. When they see someone that is doing well, working, living in a comfortable home, doing things for herself, they tag that person to be this, to be that. Yes, that's what they do. They tag that person to be who knows, he's this, or she's this, or he's that, or he's that. That is just what they do. They also say negative things about men too, especially if the man is working. So it is not even nice at all. If you are lazy, change. Change for your own good. Don't sit down looking for who will carry your responsibilities. Don't do that. Don't sit down looking for manna to fall. Manna is not going to fall again, okay? Manna has already fallen during the old. It has already fall during the old. So if you are expecting manna to fall, manna is not going to fall again. Okay? It has already fall during the old, so it's not going to fall. 1 minute, guys. Oh my goodness. I am back. Yeah, I'm back. I've been talking, so I need to take some water. So that is just how it is. By the way, sis, I love the See, he's like, okay, by the way, sis, I love the thumbnail. Really, I'm telling you, he can't even, that my thumbnail, the man cannot even eat with his hands anymore. He's so lazy that his hands, he can't even lift his hands to eat. He can't even lift his hands to eat. He's a original lazy man. His own laziness has crossed another boundary. He needs serious help. He needs serious. See the way he was just lying down, filled his plate and using his mouth to take food from the plate. His own laziness is I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call it. He cannot even to lift his hands now to eat is another story. Hmm. He's so lazy. He can't even do that. What a lazy man indeed. What a lazy man. That's why I have to put it there so that if there's any lazy person, you just need to change. You can't keep on depending on people. You can't keep on depending on people. If you keep depending on people, by the time you realize it will become an issue. 1 minute, I'm coming again. I'm back. So, by the way, okay. So, if you are lazy, if you keep depending on people, it will get to a time that nobody will want to see you around. Whenever you're coming, they will say, this one that he's coming now, who knows what he's coming to tell us? This one now that he's coming, who knows what he's coming to tell us again? Anytime, because it will make your friends to be scared of you. Your friends wouldn't even want to stay close. They'll start avoiding you. They will just start avoiding you. Everybody will start avoiding you. And it's not nice at all. It's not nice. Okay? So I will be stopping here. This is almost 2 hours. Oh my goodness, I've tried. I have tried for today. I have really tried. I have tried. So it's time, is that time people start, learning some things and good topic. Oh, thank you so much, NCV Media. Thank you so much. And thank you, and I appreciate it. I really try to do something for themselves. When you do something for yourself, it will really help a lot. Because you wouldn't want in a situation whereby your friends will see you and they'll start avoiding you. Your friends will see you, they're avoiding you. Nobody wants to stay close because they know that they know what will come out of your visiting. They know what will come out of your visiting. They know the type of friend you are. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants someone to come and start disturbing them. But if you are doing something and your friend is doing something, even if you need something, definitely you have good friends. You see people that want to assist. But if you keep going to someone's house for one thing, every time you keep going to someone's house, you might not be a bad person. It might just be because you are so lazy. Maybe that's the issue. But as for being bad or not, they'll start looking at you somehow. They'll start looking at you somehow. And don't be that type of a lazy man that doesn't even want to work at all. And when someone that is working is giving you stuff, trying her best to cover you up, you are still looking at that person as if the person doesn't know what she is doing. Please change, okay? Change. Laziness has never helped anyone at all. It has never, and it will not help anyone. It is better you try your best. Keep doing your best. Keep trying your best. As you keep trying your best, you see one day you get something that you will be so happy. You'll be happy about. But when all you do is to just lie down and sleep and think that manna is going to fall, manna is not going to fall again, okay? It is no longer going to fall. Manna has fallen, when it fall? During the old. And in this present time, no. It's not going to fall again. It's not going to fall again, okay? So guys, thank you so much for staying with me. Thank you for staying with me. And I'm just going to end this stream here. Go out there, try your best, take good care of yourself, and have a beautiful and a lovely day. Bye.